G'day and welcome back to Voxel Tycoon and our series Mods and the West Country. Here's our creation in the forest over here, the Northern Forest. Actually, if we're this way, it's the Eastern Forest. The Forest of Essos. let's not do that. What we did is now, in between the last two episodes, so in the last episode we set this up, in between the last two episodes we went ahead and I said that I would do a couple of things. I got the train going, one of the reconditioned trains going, so it can bring this these goods up here. Now, what I've discovered, two things. One, you have to press record when you want to start recording an episode, and I lost the whole episode. So this is a repeat of the last episode. I'm trying to work out what I've done and what I haven't done, because I'm using a save from a little while ago. And then I had a break in between the episodes just to confuse myself even more. So, this episode we're going to be setting up a couple of things. I'm going to be decommissioning, or not decommissioning, but letting go bankrupt this little friend here, our dairy products. And the reason for that is if you go to garage and you go to buy and you do any cargo and there is dairy products, and that's it. So no dairy products can be moved by vehicle road vehicle, unless I need to unlock that. So there's that little dilemma, and I'm sure if we go to the train depot we'll see differently, because you can move them via the trains but not by the road depot. That's what I seem to have discovered. I'm not too sure about that, but I'm going to let this one go out of business. And in this episode, we're going to focus on a couple of things. We're going to come back here in the second half of the episode and create a copper bar industry. We're going to do that around here. And then we're going to, before that though, we are going to come in here and we're going to head all the way out. So I renamed it here the hub. But then we're going to go all the way back out where the stone is, and we're going to use the existing stone train to bring in gravel. So we're going to create two industries in this. One is a stone turning into gravel. The second is an iron ore turning into iron bars. So why don't you enjoy again the stitch up intro, and I'll see you in just a sec. Okay, so if we jump straight in, let's get this going here. So the very first thing we're going to do, let's set up some research. So we'll recap here on the research. Both of them are laboratory, freight cars is completed, and this laboratory 2, the copper smelting is completed, so that's great. So we want a couple of things. What we want to do is bring gravel in, so let's go ahead and go start new research, and we want to do, which one needed the gravel? Let's have a look here. Heavy rail cars, woodworking, diesel. Then you got these era ones, and then I believe concrete production needs the gravel. So laboratory 2 will do that. Concrete production. You want the gravel coming in, and laboratory 1, you want iron bars, and which one required iron bars? So we'll have a look here. Concrete production, electronic production gets the copper bars, not iron bars, copper bars. Brilliant. So it's off and running. So we've got those two going. The next thing we want to do is head back down here. Now hang on a sec, because I don't believe we're satisfying any of these vehicles here. I don't think we have. I don't think we have anyone bringing anything up here. I think I got sidetracked. So we got the milk. We let the milk go out of business, but we basically want one train, which is going to be these guys, wood beams. So let me get a train bringing just wood beams up here, and that will be completely fine. Yep. Train with wood beams, and I believe it's this one, and we're already commissioning it when the save took place, because these are wood beams, and we've got quite a few of those there. It's 179 in length. It's not that far to go, so I'm just going to take off 3 of them and apply the changes, refund myself, so I've got quite a bit there. Make sure I could repay this as well. So 1.1 with no loan, so that's good for the bottom line, no interest. Right, okay, cool. So this one here, what we want to do is we want to go from the hub to the Lawton southwest. Lawton southwest. Oh yeah, because he's southwest of Lawton. I was thinking Lawton's not in the southwest, it's in the east, but it's the southwest of. Yeah. So we might just rename this station to Lawton. Yeah, let's rename that just Lawton. So the hub to Lawton, and you are going to be just wood beams this time, not mixed, and you're released. So that is gone. We now need to go ahead and, well, let's get that stone train doing its thing as well. So what we'll do is, let me do this, let me do this, let me do this. Before we, so we want gravel. So the stone train is now going to be used for gravel. Oh, I don't like that. No, I don't like that at all. No, please don't expand up there. Very silly. And now, let's see here. Ooh, what's happening? What's happening with this? Well, you don't need to do that anymore, do you? Because that's been done. So you can go into here. And we'll put you in there as well. So in here we should have two trains. One is this stone train, which we're going to convert now into, let's get all these guys, and the length of the stone train is, we'll go and have a look at it in a sec, but we'll see about this. We want this to be a gravel train. That's a lot of bogies on there. Sorry, a lot of rolling stock. We want to replace this with the cargo of gravel, not kaolinite, very similar, but gravel. And we want these open hopper cars, 6860, 2000, 19 tons, 18 tons, but you can see into this one, which I like seeing into it, because you can see when it's full as well and when it's got an issue. Apply the changes for 1 million. Oh God, why? Oh wow, that's a lot. Okay, yeah. But it's 317 in length, so what we'll do is, so they were a lot smaller, those other ones, so let's get rid of a few of these. And it's a 500,000, 198 meters. I think that's a good amount. So we want this guy to be then going, please. I want this guy to then be going the stone, so it'll be a gravel to the hub. Gravel to the hub, and that'll be great. So let's release him, send him out there, and then let's make sure we can accept gravel when we get to the hub. Okay, getting rid of these guys. Okay, can I put gravel in here? I could, but then I can't fit. So what do you got? That one, that one. I think I could repurpose this, actually. No, let's repurpose this one. We'll lose the stock that's in there, but we've now got ourselves gravel there, and that's for the research, so that'll be ready to go. The next thing I'll need to do is turn this one into these guys, copper bars, because that'll be when we get the second half of the episode and we get the other factory going for copper bars. But in the meantime, let's jump out of this, let's swing over here, past the milk, and let's head over to here, where the gold train is sitting in there. So I do want to refurbish this system. I'll swing in this way with a roll in, roll out. Got plenty of room there, but we'll definitely fix all that up. Now the very first thing we'll need to do is we'll go ahead and grab ourselves a warehouse. And I think for this one, I might grab one of these guys and just put it here. Yep, let's put him there, and let's make him gravel. Lovely, and let's get ourselves some conveyor device. Now, conveyor devices. Now let's see. Interesting, because I don't want that to be awkward, and I want it to be over here. 700,000's worth, so let's get rid of all this at 120,000, and then what we'll do is we'll make this go. So this is whenever it's finished up, we have a factory that we'll put in here. So let's put in this factory first. Now this is going to be a gravel crush. Now the crusher works, I believe, like this. It has two inputs, and what I'll do is I'm going to let me see, was that one right? Let's do it like this. So we'll put him in there, and the recipe is going to be gravel, not stone bricks. By the way, stone bricks are different from stone, and they look a bit smaller. These are the same shape as these stone bricks here are the same shape as iron bars, I believe, and gold ingots and things like that. Okay, gravel. We select the recipe as gravel. And we know that the recipe for gravel outputs two pieces of gravel, and this one outputs 2 pieces of stone, and it takes in 1. So you would think that perhaps it takes in 1 and outputs 2, but it doesn't. The two here are inputs for when it outputs, when it inputs 2 different ingredients later in the game. I think that's how that works. Quick check on this. Nope. I think there's a few unprofitable, but I'm not going to swing to them just yet. We might go to them in a sec. So let's leave this like this. So we're going to do it so this is the input for when we have future inputs. And what I'll do here is I wouldn't mind, please, putting down, yeah, let's get ourselves a, no, we don't need a second one. Everything's filling up into here. We'll then grab, we've got an output here. So what we'll do is we'll go conveyors, okay, and we'll go from here and skipping this part over there, and we'll go straight in. Okay, and then what we might do is at the same time we'd always do 2. Now let's make it like this, yeah, and we'll put them right next to each other, and we'll make it gravel as well. Okay, and then what I'll do with my conveyors is I want to leave room for future expansion, and I want this to be something like this. And we'll go into the same one there. So let's leave that for that, and then let's try and replicate it on our way back. So if we do that, yeah, that's a good replication. And we need to now go, I think if I do this, this leaves room. And if I do this straight up, yeah, that's good. Okay, cool. So I think that's good. We've got a bit of room there for expansion, both above and below. And then we can just go like that. Okay, let's do a couple of flicks of the reverser and just get things going in. Let's get these guys set up ready as inputs when we need them. A couple of flicks, and then we want this guy, a couple of flicks, and then that whole length. You can see as I click here, it's doing it right up there. So a couple of clicks, and now everything's working nicely. So that's how that'll work, and that'll be lovely. Okay, so that's going to do that. We now need the stone train just to pick up the gravel, and that's what it is. Now there's 18 per sortie. No, a sortie is a trip, so 18 per piece of rolling stock. Are these called trucks? No, not carriages, not trucks. Cars. Yes, I believe cars will work. Lovely. Yeah, you can have a look at him there. He is 100 and... How many long is this train? 198, and he fits inside that station. So it's a 200-meter station. 250 is what I'm aiming for. And I guess this is not too bad. We might even just have a little swing about there. And we'll just get rid of a tiny bit here when we refurbish that. So we'll come and refurbish that one very shortly. And that's this taken care of. The only other thing I'm going to do now, I think, is, while I'm here, I think I will, factories, and I will just do an extra 1 and gravel. Yeah, hang on. Oh god, that's the wrong thing. That is yeah, that is the wrong thing. Oh man, how much did that cost? So 36 back, but if I go factories, and I collected so 70, it probably would have been about 69 or 70,000, and I've just wasted that completely. Okay, let's put the third one in here. Let's get the gravel, and then we'll do that. Okay, we're using the top feed, so we'll do this, and then we'll do this. Couple of clicks, and it's all lovely. Right, so that's good. We'll just wait for that to go beautifully, and there's a nice system. So that's coming out good. Salter Lake City wants more wood. Okay, let's go speed 1, and now that's one part of that going. Let's make sure the train, which will go to the hub, wait for him. This train is going to be going to the hub, and he's going to be full unload, and he started to collect, so that's good. Okay, and by the time he gets here, that's a long trip, so by the time he gets here, we should have had some more ready to go in that lovely big warehouse that holds 458 pieces. This station needs a refurbish with a pass-through, definitely a pass-through. Let me redo that. I love this station. This one's brilliant. Yeah. Yep. Okay, happy with that. Nice little bit of signaling going there. The train's blocking correctly. Right now, so that's that. That's okay. Yep. Now, what we need to do here, aha. So we'll need a train that will come and collect the finished product in our new area, which is called Lawton. Now, this train is going to be picking up. Is he the bars? So what's he doing? He's just doing that. So he's just dropping those guys off. And I believe we are satisfying. How's this one going? So we've let it run, shrinking. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll get ourselves another car. It was these guys with beams, and we'll get him, and we'll buy him for 112,000, and we'll assign him to Lawton. Sorry, existing route Lawton should be down the bottom. Lawton Northeast. And release him. So he'll go ahead and do that. Now what I'll do there is, I think just this truck will do the job because it's not that far. Well, I'll get them both going. When I'm happy with what I think this one will do on his own, I'll just decommission the other truck. So that'll work quite nicely. Okay, these guys here. So I'm going to need, so let me think about this. I'm going to need, if we have a look here, I believe what I'll need to do is put a conveyor device, and let me put one in one in there. Yep. And then I'm going to get myself a factory. And we want the standard smelter alloy thereof. Ooh, I see. Okay, let's do it here. We've got a bit of room here. Yeah, let's do him here. Put one down and we'll look at it from this angle. So our little trick again, just to do this, maybe better ways of doing this, is we want a curve. A curve. And if you do it like that, place, delete, and that's good. Once you've got that cleared, go back to factories, pop in this guy again, and we should be able to put two down here. So holding shift, moving across, and using, while still holding shift, using the rotate key to do that. And then we should be able to go back to conveyor. Once we've done that, we come up from this little bit, put him down, remove the whole section, and get the final one. I thought there was a Factorio style pipette tool then. Go to factories, alloy smelts, and do that. So that's good. Okay, cool. And the product we're making is going to be these copper bars. And so we'll make the copper bars there. And he wants 5 pieces of copper, but 1 piece of coal. So this is interesting. The piece of coal is going to be down the bottom. So we are going to be exporting copper bars. And if I want to go warehouses and I want to put in this guy, what I'll do is I'll put one in. Let's do him here. Let's just do him there, and he can be copper bars. Look for the orangey color. Copper bars is there, and of course then we'll go to let's go to terrain. No, we shouldn't have to do that actually. Let's go to conveyor devices, and we're using the standard base game one just for a bit of space saving, and then we're going to do this. Now I want some symmetricality here, so let me do yeah, that's not bad. I like that. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so that, if that's that, then I want symmetricality for the other side. And that would give me a symmetrical layout. Brilliant. Okay, good. Now we just need to connect this up to here. So it would be a case of let me do this, this, and this. And then let me do that one. Yep. And then, if I can, I want to go holding the control button, 1, 2, and 3. So that should be 3 voxels across. I think I got rid of 2. I must have been across the 2 hitboxes. Is it? Oh, maybe it isn't. No, it should be. It should be. Let me try that. Get myself, because it's a straight run there. We want to go down, across, and ooh, I didn't. Get rid of you then. Thank you very much. I think I should be able to complete this. Let me try this. I wonder if I can complete it from here. No, let me try and complete it from here. I can't complete that. Oh, can I? Let's try that by reversing these guys immediately. Nope, I can't. They're 2 separate networks. Okay, good. So let's do goodbye, goodbye, and you need to be on the out. Yep, you need to get rid of the tunnel part. Goodbye. Okay. I don't know if I can do this without. My problem here is I might be able to do this way though. Yeah, I might be able to do it here. Okay. Yep, and if I do this, yeah, that's one big unit now. So you can see it moves in one unit as I reverse it, so that's good. Okay, let's get everything going the right way, because we want things to do that. And we're going to make all these, couple of clicks on each, just to join up all the sections. Output, output, and you want to be output all the way. Give them a couple of clicks and that's good. Okay, standard conveyor laying here. So this is the coal going in. We've got to start working out where we want the coal to come off the train. And what I'll do is it was going to be here, and then it was going to be straight across to there. Okay, so the coal comes off the train, please, and let me see if I can line this bit up. Coal comes off the train. I want to put him, let's put him there. Conveyor device, and this one here should go to there. So that works out quite nicely. And looking at these guys, this is input because we want coal. So let's think about this. We've got everything set up and we've got the export ready. So we need a train now to help us with this. Now this train here is bringing these guys in, and that's it. So what I've got to remember is I could do this with one train, one complex train. So really I need to bring from the hub these guys. I also need to bring coal. So I need to bring those from the hub is coal, and then he'll go back empty. And then exporting from here, I want to export just these guys. So I think that would be the way to do it. I think I'll run two separate trains. So let's get this guy to be this and this and coal with two separate stops, because I want the coal to be collected from here, the coal station, not from there. Because that'd be robbing Peter to pay Paul. Okay, 22 minutes in the episode. How are we going there? You know, one thing that should be happening is these guys should be emptying, which they are. And then once they're empty, they should go again. But I think he's waiting for a green signal. And let's see about this. Concrete production is kicking off. And that's the first one, actually. We did one of 40. And we've got the next ones. Let's look at the storage of concrete 162. You need 40, so 4 lots per train, maybe 5, 4.5, about 4.5 research periods per train, and the train's got to go a long way. Eek, a 200-meter train, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay, you got his green signal anyway. Okay, let's have a look here. If we have a quick look, we want to reconfigure this guy. So, nope, we want to hit speed 3 and wait for the second train to come in. But this is our existing train here. So dairy products is now bankrupt. We want that to happen. That's good. And there's the existing train. And they're two of the lovely trains as well. So I'm going to pause the game for a sec. So this guy here, I just want to be a little careful. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to take off that because we are oversupplying. So he's taking 6 slots of 20. And he's 119. And I want to add in coal, and I want them to be these guys here at 23. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and he's 500,000 to do, and I want to just borrow a bit up there. Yeah. Okay, right, borrowed to the hilt again. Well, not to the hilt, but we've borrowed a bit. So this guy here is, he's got that and he's got that. So we go apply, and then we want him to be here. Now, before he goes to Lawton, what we want him to do is, I'm going to actually do, let's go remove, and let's start with him collecting, from the hub. So load from the hub. And we want him to load, please, just the wood ones at the front of the train. Top 6. And we want him to load those guys. And he'll be wood. Because they're provisioned up for the beams. Wood beams. Right, and then we go load, and we want him to load here at Fergus Falls, is it? Yeah, Fergus Falls, lovely. And we want him to load, please, not the first 6 cars, just the back 6 for the coal, so that's good. And then we want him to go full unload here, and he's now going to be called, new one is going to be mixed. I'll call him freight. Everything's freight though, isn't it, at the moment? Okay, so go to the hub, collect the wood beams, go to Focus Falls, collects the coal for 2 different lines, and then bringing and then dropping everything at Lawton over here. So please go when I unpause the game. Now the second one is going to be this guy, and he was doing those, but what I want to do is highlight them all and just see here, because if he's got quite a few, we want to swap. Ooh, let's get ourselves a few. So let's see here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is that one. So 9 and 10. And we want to swap these guys. Replace with copper bars. And we want these guys. And he's 395,000. I'm going to borrow again. That's a real shame. There's the loan. It's only 700,000. We've got 1.8 available. Okay, so that's that. Now, what was he doing? He was bringing this back. So this guy here is going from, so if we go change destination, I want you to pick up from there and drop off to the hub. It's any track and it's all units. Yes, please. But your name is going to be redone to copper to the hub, copper ore to the hub. Now, why you set it up as copper ore? You should be copper. Ooh. I think you should be copper bars to the hub. Thank you very much. Copper bars to the hub. So I must have not refreshed that. And we've now unpaused the game. So let's see everything start working. The production line's ready to go. We're 27 minutes into the episode. And we should be off and running. 2 trains are coming out of here. The first one was going to be this. I was saying this in the episode that I partly recorded and partly bollocksed up and didn't press record, which is the last episode, which is this episode. It's these ones here, these lovely trains. And we talked about the last actual episode, the SLR M2C. This train here it makes me think I'm on speed 2, because look at the way he just pulls out. Watch this guy when he loads up. He's only loading up here, 18, 14, 20. Watch him when he pulls out. We're on speed 1. By the way, he's going to pull out and go up a very steep hill. But look at the speed going up the hill. He's accelerating going up the hill. And wait till he gets around here. He's got good signaling that'll let him keep going. It'll be a rolling into the main line. The main line. This is the actual main line there. And then this guy here probably should have. There is a pass through. But what's he doing? Oh, he's still got the other ones on him. Oh no. You don't want the other ones. Forgot to do that. Let's go speed 3 while we wait for this. Speed 1 while we do it. And what we want is these guys are fine, but at the other end, all of these need to be refunded because this is a ridiculously long train. Look how much this piece of rolling stock is to this one. So we go binnage. It gives us 129,000 and we should be able to release it. And I'll just do this one on speed 3 now, and he really flies along. Wait for him to do that. He just goes in. It's interesting how they don't use that sort of pass through. Never gets used. Here's this guy. Ah, lovely. One's beating the other. Ooh, why is he doing that? Wait, this guy here should not have done that. This is the train I just made up. So I think he's just confused because he's come out. He'll go back in. He'll wait for that train to go and then he'll go. Yep, there he goes. Now, hopefully, he does not call into the steam section. The coal section. So let's wait for him to do that. We have a lot of trains on the network now. How's our copper bar friend? Well, our copper bar friend is waiting here. And of course, we're going to have the other train approaching us. Oh, speed 1 pause. We have an issue. Can you see what the problem is? Okay, the problem is going to be the turnabouts. So, and I did this last in the other little bit. Right, let's do like that. We've got 800 thou there, so let's, although we do need to pay some back, let's do this. Yep. And let's lay some rails and signals. Now, what we want to do is let's lay this guy chipping away. Let's do that, and then the one out, and let's do that. Then let's go like this. We can afford to come out a little bit though. We've got a bit of room there, so let's do that. Now what we'll do, we've got these lovely bits here, so let's do what we did earlier. Let's do this. I think we did that, yeah, somewhere else, and it just looked lovely. That's at the gold section. So we did this, and if we come up to one more, we should then be able to do that. Yep, brilliant. Okay, and now what we'll do is, if we grab our signaling, we should be able to put the GWR home and distance. So before here, we want a home and distance signal. And then straight after that, we should be able to put the home signals, and we go one there, and then another one there. And then we'll do one here and one here. These are both roll-ins. This one's occupied. From here on in, we want a regular signal there, and a regular signal there, and a regular signal there. But we do want the home and distance to be replacing this guy, because there's a decision to make here and here. Is the track up front clear after that switch? So that's nice. Right, I'm going to hit the play, and we're going to see the forest, this lovely forest, and there's our train coming towards us. And what's good about this is, because we just did that, this train here can't leave until, because he hasn't got any stock to pick up, because these guys are going to make the copper bars, but he can't do that until these guys go ahead, this guy goes ahead and comes in. He must take the inner track here, yep, and because of the signaling, he's able to do that. He'll then drop off the products. The important product on this train is going to be the coal. It'll then be put into here, it'll come out here and into the factory, and that should be good. And let's see about these guys. How are you going there? Because you're getting another delivery. Yeah, this train's going to supply a lot there. So here he goes, dropping those guys off. Yep, these are the bars. Did we get rid of the dairy person? We did. Good. I'm watching out for someone else now. This guy here is growing, which is what you want. 144. He's about to be oversupplied though. I think he is oversupplied, so we'll get rid of this truck shortly. And the coal's being dropped off. Now the coal started to come out, so we'll go speed 3. We'll watch the chimneys go. Lawton now accepts some more wood beam. Lovely. So we'll have a look at that. And he's now 144 of 105, so I'm not even going to get rid of that other truck. So that's a beautiful piece of timing there. So that's good. And these guys have started to fill up. He'll then go in, and the copper bars will go to research for copper smelting. So that's cool. We've started 2 more production lines, and I'm going to end the episode by going back to the 2 labs. Ooh, did I put the signaling in here? Yeah, I did. I'm going to go back to our 2 labs, and we're going to start seeing both of them tick along. So this one here is 20 of 40. This one here is waiting on those copper bars, but I have a feeling they're on their way. They'll go into here, yep, here, and he'll start doing what he needs to do. So this has been a fantastic episode. The last thing, the very last thing I'll do is, what's this? Bankruptcy. Who needs bankruptcy? Train 7. What's happening there? You're nearly full? Ooh. What's happened here? We play coal. So you must keep an eye on these. So what's happened here? Let's pause. Just really briefly here, guys. I know it's a long episode, but we've got a 2. So this train's holding up this. Now I can basically see this coal train needs to come in, but this guy can't fill up, and this guy can't fill up until the coal train comes in. So you've got to really keep an eye on it. Really, I think I need either a 3 platform unloading station, or a station, freight depot. I think that's what I'm looking for. What I'll do is I'll get this guy just to, oh no, hang on, he's on the inner rail, so you're going to have to skip it, and you're going to have to skip it. and if it goes speed 3, one goes, then the other goes, he drops off. And that's a circuit breaker. And that was holding up the entire part of this section. Yeah. Lawton, with the replacement, by the way, guys, Lawton has now asked for wood frames. So, low demand at the moment, but if we let them sweat, then they'll go higher for sure. The one thing we'll do, we're just going to do one more thing before the episode's up. Let's go speed 1. And we're just going to see about this, because we were making everything to do with wood here. Now, I want to see about this. Wood frames. I see. Wood frames. So we basically make wood frames and put it in here. Do this underground sort of thing. Wood frames, wood frame, wood frames. Let's have a look at the factory situation and see where these guys are made and what their consuming products are as well. So carpentry. Oh, carpentry, I think. Okay, if I put him, let me put him down where I think I will be able to. Now he may take some of these ones as well. I'm going to put him here actually. I'm going to leave a bit of room. I'm going to say 2 inputs and I'm going to put him there. And I'll see about this. So, to do this, this is interesting. For wood frames, I need 2 pieces of wood planks. So that's these ones anyway, so that's nice. And 1 piece of iron parts. And we'd use conveyor belts because the iron factory is just here and we'd be able to make those. So that's that. So that's how we do that. What's this? A wooden toy train. Jeez, that's going to be able to be charged a fortune. But these bits here would frame. So we'd need to do iron parts. Now to do iron parts, is it a press? It may be a press. Let me see about this. We do that and see if it's, yes it is. Iron parts. And he just wants iron bars and he would make iron parts. So that's a lovely one. I might do that in between episodes, guys. I think I'll get that production line going. So iron parts, set up another factory here. Pipe them down simply by conveyor and pipe them into here. And by the way, they need to come into this section. So we'll have maybe that one. We might have it come down here. The iron parts will come in. The wood planks will go in and they'll produce what they need to produce. There's quite a line of production there, but nothing groundbreaking. I think I'll do it maybe next episode. We'll see how it goes. Might just start it in the episode and see how that is. Okay, don't forget to leave a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe Stitch Up, and I'll see you in the next episode of Voxel Tycoon, Mods and the West Country. Cheers.